Welcome to Shenandoah.
Done one session on the Falcons. I'm swapping to a set of tires that my buddy Edgar has graciously loaned to me. The reason for that is because a fresh set of tires really needs a good heat cycle before you drive hard on them. So these Falcons have got their first good heat cycle. I'm going to take them off the car and let them rest until the next event. That helps the tire molecules to bond stronger, so you get a tire that lasts longer and performs better over the long run. So these these are coming off and some beater tires are going on for the rest of the day. The Bridgestones I'm putting on from Edgar from 2016, so they are old and they've got some flat spots, but we're going to see how well they do. So I'm honestly quite surprised, guys. These are almost 10-year-old tires, 265/35/18 Bridgestone RE71R is a blast from the past. They take a couple laps to come up to temperature before you've got any grip, but once they are hot, the grip has been pretty good for them, and they actually have been lasting maybe 5 or 6 laps before they overheat too badly. So pretty impressed by these old tires once they have a couple of laps to warm up, and of course appreciate Edgar for letting me borrow them.
That thing?
Yeah, it's already running. I got all your slandering and all your curse words already on video.
Suck my This office, it's already gone.
Yeah, it's already gonna get edited. I'm gonna get demonetized.
Just don't ask for the money there. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. If they can,
it's about to get loud. Yeah. So Edgar, tell me about your car. What all do you have done to it? The big modifications.
The big modification. Just look at the damn engine. It's not supposed to be there.
So tell me, what engine is this?
That's a K24, a Honda, well, a K24 A2 from a TSX 0608, I think it is. It's OEM. The only thing that it has is the 50-degree VTC cam and the TSX cams, which are the best ones. And it made around 260 at the wheels.
260?
Yeah, in a dyno dynamics. Is it dyno? P-tuning. P-tuning has a dyno dynamics, right? Yeah, so yeah. 2-1 for P-tuning did the tune. They did a great job. He has E85.
Okay.
Right now I'm running 93 because I don't think I will be able to make a whole session, 25 minutes on the 85.
So tell me a little bit about the suspension. I know you're really big into suspension and suspension tuning.
So these are GRC. So they have rebound, they have high speed compression and low speed compression. And that's what I've been dealing with for the last year and a half, trying to figure it out how it's go, the spring rates. I think right now it's 12K in the front, 11K in the rear. But I love them. It's complicated. So you need to either have somebody that knows what they're doing or do a lot of studying.
So you're still working on getting them dialed in then?
Oh yeah, it's always something.
This thing is really gutted. Do you have a sense of the weight?
20. If I really want to get it into it, it's gonna be like 25. I can get it down to 25 on.
Oh wow.
Pounds, yeah.
So this looks pretty legitimate. What racing series do you compete in?
With the K24 and the suspension, it has to be ST4.
ST4, so that's NASA?
Yeah, I could do ST5 with the suspension because they have a rule that if the shaft of the damper is certain size, or if it's three-way, then it's, last time it was like 120 pounds extra.
Oh wow.
So it's not worth it.
Good stuff. Anything else you want to add about the car?
Nah, I just love it.
Awesome. Well,
I've been doing this thing for a little while, and hopefully I can do it a little bit longer. And I hope that more people come around because I don't want the sport to die.
yeah, I feel you. Absolutely. So folks, thanks for joining. I've invited my friend Edgar onto today's show. I've known him for, what is it, going on now, 12 years? Probably 2014. Before that,
Capital Driving Club.
CDC, that's right, Capital Driving Club Autocross. So I'm happy to have Edgar on the show. You guys have seen his BRZ, which we're going to take a look at in just a minute, out on track. So the number 696 BRZ that you've seen in the videos, this has been the guy behind the wheel, and it's a pleasure to have him on the episode today. Edgar, I'd like to start with what got you into racing and how did you get started?
I had an S2000 AP1, S2000 back. It was a 2002 AP1. And 2003, 4, I did a Friday at the track, and I crashed it. It started raining, turned 10.
Was that your first event?
My first event ever, Friday at the track.
I heard the story. I didn't know it was your first event.
Yeah, and it started raining, lost the rear end, crashed into the inside. I didn't have a car to come back to the track. Plus also life started.
What brought you to the BRZ?
I needed a car, and when I looked into 2014, I don't know how many cars were out there, but I don't remember a lot of them. Honda stopped making interesting cars. Toyota, so I went and tested the BRZ and I fell in love with it. I just drove it, and it was, wow, this is great. I need to get it. And
did you also test drive the Scion, or were you just like, no, I love the Subaru?
I didn't care for the front bumper. Okay. It looked a little too racy for me, so I went with the BRZ. That it's the bumper looked better for me. That's it. This was just the bumper, and I'm glad I did because the suspension is a little more aggressive on the BRZ. But that didn't last one event only. Then I got some DC coilovers, which were decent.
Do you think it was an upgrade?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
At least the car were a little lower.
The factory BRZ setup is pretty good. I coached a student at Road Atlanta. You were with me. This is like back in the day. We were at Road Atlanta 2016, I think. I coached a student in a blue BRZ, and I was really blown away with how good this factory suspension was.
Yeah, it was pretty decent, but it's a little too floaty for me.
So I also understand, because I've seen them, that you have two RX-8s. So tell me about the RX-8s and why you picked those up.
It was a deal. A friend of mine had the race RX-8, and he had not a daily drive, but a street RX-8 that he just got in case he needed parts. That's it.
Okay.
Literally,
Backup parts car?
The street car was just for backup parts, and thankfully he never needed them. So now I have a street RX-8 and a race RX-8. The reason I did get the cars is because I just love it. The noise, the sound. At high RPMs, 9,000 RPMs, is so lightweight that the chassis is amazing. I love it.
I think your goal is that if we can get the ABS squared away, that car could be really good for endurance racing. Right?
That's my plan. That's what I want to do. I want to complete that so we can have you, Chuck, and somebody else that we can get and have some fun.
You've had the pleasure of driving a lot of different cars on track. Which one do you think has handled the best?
My car.
This one here?
Yeah, my car. By far. It's because I do all my own work. I do all my work. It's not that I don't trust people to do it. Well, really, I don't trust anybody.
This is cool. I want to hear the answer for this one. What is your favorite memory at the track?
You have this one. Big race.
Big race. NASA Great Lakes, right?
It was our first Mid-Atlantic / Great Lakes again. Yeah.
Yep.
And one thing that they do is in HPDE we had a standing start and rolling start. Never done one before, and it was kind of crack. And that feeling that we passed, like
the field,
the whole thing. It's like two of us with a car that is set up for HPDE. We were passing people left and right on the corners. That feeling was amazing, and that's the memory I come back always. And this what got me hooked up into. After that event, I couldn't just go back. I needed to find a way to get into racing. Thinking back now, I should have done it.
I had a passion. That was crazy.
What was it? Yeah.
Lacey was there.
Yeah, I remember. But you have the way. Oh, you have the tire advantage.
Yeah. I was going very